Hey guys, welcome to the Fitness Entrepreneur Show with me, Phil Graham. Today we're going to talk about a very important subject that holds so many people back from growing their fitness business, and in fact, any business. The big problem nowadays is that everybody's trying to run an online business, everybody's trying to sell the same thing, and of course, everybody catches on to the same marketing tactics and tries to get clients the same old way, especially in respected niches such as the fitness industry. Now, why is authority important? Authority is important because it's trust. And when you trust something, you're more likely to invest. You're more likely to follow through, and you're more likely to refer a friend. You're more likely to refer other people that are inside your target market. One of the big challenges that a lot of coaches have is how to build trust in the online world, how to build trust in the internet. And that is something that's very hard to do if you're starting from scratch. And I want to run through a couple of principles that are going to give you some insight as to how you can do that. Now, some of the stuff you're already going to be doing, some of the stuff you might not be doing, but listen very carefully. Let's get something straight. Most people tend to think when it comes to growing a fitness business that the way to build authority is to write blog posts, to do ebooks, to do email opt-ins, to write daily emails. Guys, look, that's all just tactical. You got to look at the actual thinking behind it and the behavior behind it, because 9 times out of 10, most people who try to go for the fancy graphics, the daily emails, hop from one course to another, one tactic to another, and well, ultimately, you've got your bank balance to prove how really authoritative you really are. Because when you're authoritative, you attract clients with ease, you can charge a premium and experience less objections. In many ways, you've actually got a waiting list and you're super confident in the growth of your business. You tend to be like a magnet that pulls prospects from the market towards you. And of course, just creates opportunities for yourself. Now, there's tons of things that you can do to grow your authority. One of the most powerful things that I did younger in my career, for those of you that don't know, earlier on in my fitness career, I spoke a lot on stage. I wrote a number of books. I created the world's first and largest diabetic muscle building community. I educated the industry. I wrote for the industry in magazines and everything else. And I also taught coaches from a pretty early start, as soon as I got my nutrition degree in Queen's University, Belfast, and whilst I was also doing my bodybuilding career. So I always had my foot in the educational side of the industry. And that's what has given me so much credibility, is the fact that I've been on stages and spoken. And without a shadow of a doubt, looking at how you can get in front of as much people as possible in order to share a message is the single best way to increase your chances of growing your authority. But making sure that that message is relevant, that you understand your market, you know what they're going through. These are all paramount, bare basics. So I've taken down some notes here that are really just going to be quick checks and actionables that you can cross-reference to see if you're doing it or not. First thing, this sounds so simple, but it's so important, is actually be a great coach. If you want to be really well known, you got to be well known for the value that you provide. The value that you provide is body transformations, mind transformations, weight loss, fat loss, performance increases, whatever it is that you coach. So you must actually know your subject inside out. You must be able to lead people to a result, and you must have a bucket load of testimonials and social proof. If you're really good at what you do, you must have a process for documenting testimonials. And coaches are renowned for coaching that many people that they actually forget to capture the gratitude of their clients throughout the course of their journey. And that is more important now than ever before, because the marketplace has grown so much. So please understand that. Please understand that you must be a great coach. If you are not good at what you do, and if you do not know your subject, then you're going to have to market harder, you're going to have to sell harder, and ultimately it's going to be a lot harder for you to build authority. All it takes is one great result, one great case study, in order for you to catch on, in order for people to share that, in order for people to tag their friends and bring people onto your radar. You want to be bringing people onto your radar all the time, and results and social proof with a specific market is the way to do that. When people see the results that you get, they click into it and go, hey, that's the person that I potentially want to work with. Then your consistency of content sharing and value provision actually hooks people in and builds trust. And you got to realize that trust is built over time. Now, how do you build trust over time? Well, you produce valuable content that's in line with your market's needs. And you talk about their fears and where they want to go and what they've struggled with and blah, 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 blah. But a couple of key factors here. One, get their attention. You can get their attention by using a strong hook in the front of your line, of your copy, by using imagery, by using great social proof. You need to capture their attention first to hook them in. Some people use different ways. Some people use entertainment. I think a lot of people, in fact, in the coaching world are more focused on being an entertainer than somebody that's actually of value. Dancing around, turning yourself blue, you've heard me talk about this many times before, only goes so far. And if you're wanting to work with sophisticated clients like busy professionals that are willing to fork out 3, 4, 5K for a transformation program, they're not really going to appreciate somebody who turns themselves blue and disappears. Okay? You got to be seen as a leader. You got to be seen as serious in terms of what you do and the ability to actually transform people. All right? So sometimes the whole entertainment thing doesn't really work for high net worth individuals. And that's the ones that you want to ultimately target because they're quite often in the greatest amount of pain in respect to what they want to achieve with their body transformation and how it relates to the performance in their life or their field or whatever it is. Okay. So just bear that in mind. 9 times out of 10, when it comes to capturing attention, look at what most personal trainers do and coaches and online coaches and do the opposite. Because there's a lot of unsuccessful coaches and personal trainers out there that are just really talking about how important water is, how important fruit and vegetables are, all of these kinds of things. Look, guys, we already know this. Talk about the fears, the frustrations of the target market and what their dream result is and how your process can ultimately do that. Talk with confidence, talk with certainty, talk with conviction, and over time, that will capture on. Showcase your community, showcase your results as often as possible. And third, really simple, and I just want to keep this short and concise because I like these like quick fire, super useful shows. Energy and consistency. Is your attitude contagious? Is it worth catching? When people look at you, are they inspired? Are they excited? Are they lit up? Or are you just dull, plain, and ordinary? Now, I'm not saying that you have to dance around like a clown and be stupid. I'm just saying that you have to have a level of energy that's magnetic, that attracts your marketplace because they see something in you that they want. So you've got to showcase that. And then consistency, probably one of the hardest things. And again, there are levels at which you can do that at organic and on paid marketing, but realistically, consistency compounds over time. So just bear that in mind. So as a quick debrief, 1, get people's attention. 2, be a great coach, know your trade. If you don't know your trade, go and invest in yourself so that you've got the knowledge and skills that you can utilize to get results. 3, showcase results. 4, bring the energy. 5, be uber consistent and do the opposite of what most coaches are doing. And you don't need to be a clown to be successful. Entertainment and humor is not always a good business strategy. Just remember that. Hope you find that useful. Click subscribe, share the show. Would love to know your comments. Big love. See you soon.